What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 32. I am Bret, aka Enigma9011. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. If you guys are watching live or would like to watch live, you can go watch the podcast live, recorded every first and third Saturday of the month over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011. And remember, this podcast is put out on YouTube the week after. I'm going to skip ahead to sponsors when we're not even doing the regular roll. Oh God, it's broken. You can watch this over on youtube.com, search Enigma9011 topic by topic or full, whatever you would like, the following week. Remember, guys, we were sponsored today by two sponsors. First, we were sponsored by the merch store. You can follow that link down below and get all of your Enigma9011 swag, t-shirts, backpacks, coffee mugs, and more. And also coming up, as of recording the podcast now, we are about 6 days away from Extra Life 2018, 24 hours of gaming to raise money to help out Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So if you can attend, if you can spread the word, if you can donate, whatever you can do to help out would be greatly appreciated. That's coming up Friday, November 23rd, 24 hours of gaming, having a good time, having some fun with that. So, as you can see, I am joined by no one today, just flying solo, so I don't know how long this podcast will be, but what I decided to do, because it was just me, is I asked the viewers for some topics. So obviously the live chat, if you have anything that you can think of right now, obviously put it in the chat and we'll see if we can get to it. But we have some that were submitted on Discord. If you guys ever have a topic for the show, you can comment it down below in the comment section on YouTube, or you can go to Discord like I just said and you can post it in that tab and we might get to it one of these podcasts. So I'm going to start with Lady in Wonderland's topic. She asked, what's something you thought you would hate but ended up loving, and the opposite, something you thought you'd love but ended up hating? So this one, I like this topic, but I definitely had to think about it for a while. I don't know. There was nothing that really stood out to me as a prime example right away. Nothing clicked. Like I said, I had to think about it, and as I was thinking about it, do I really feel that strongly in a negative position to say hate? So I don't know if hate is going to match. Maybe it's dislike or just not like a lot. But games was the first thing I kind of resorted to because I was blanking on it. I was like, okay, what games did we not connect with? Maybe hate is too strong a word now. What are some games that maybe we just didn't connect with that we thought we would like, and then it kind of gradually expanded out? So I have a few examples, some of games, a movie, and things like that, but it might expand and kind of organically come out as we're talking about it. So I'll start with games. So the first game that I thought I would like a lot, but that ended up hating, which I think matched a bunch of the community and video gamers that played this game. There was a game called Brink. It came out for, I believe, PS3 and Xbox 360. I know I got it on Xbox 360. But what it was it was a team shooter, and I guess it was just God, I don't even remember the gameplay. It's been so long. But whatever it was a team shooter. You had different classes, and you go and you're shooting against each other and blah, 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 customization, cool, blah. And the mechanic that was their selling point was a parkour aspect, which, you could slide under things, you climb things fast, you could vault, whatever it was. And the game just for some reason was ass. Now, when I say ass, it wasn't it was broken. From what I remember, it was just very repetitive. It wasn't, the maps were very bland. You literally did the same thing every match. I think it was more of a set up a bomb, go to the next one, set up a bomb, go to the next one kind of thing. But I might be getting that wrong. But there was no flavor or spice to it at all. The customization options, while cool, I think they were kind of limited too, because I don't know, I still feel this way in games, but I definitely felt more towards it a couple of years ago, is when you're customizing a guy, the reason you want to customize a guy is so you can see your person. I never fully understood the customize your guy first person view. Like, I get it. Oh, so all the other people can see how cool it look. But I don't know. If I'm making something that looks cool, I want to see the thing that looks cool. So, like, it was that kind of customization where, like, oh, you can change your mask. You could do this paint. You could do that. And da-ba-da. So, like, I don't know. I didn't understand that point either. And it was limited options. So, Brink, while I'm not doing it justice and explaining what it tried to be, I know a lot of people just got burnt by that. And it did not go well in terms of sales and reaction, because that died off fast. So that would be definitely something I thought I was going to enjoy, just because of like how the trailers were and how they made the game look, but how it turned out was not great at all. Let's see. Crap. See, I'm already forgetting other examples. I guess I'll skip from games from now and go over to movies. Another one that I thought I would love but turned out hating was Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, which I think is pretty clear. At least we've talked about it in the past. That series had such a rise as, you know, the anime and all that stuff, but whoa, they just dropped the ball with that hardcore. I don't know. There's just so much to talk about that movie that's not cool. You had this series on for what? A couple years, and you're still getting names wrong. I don't understand that. I understand the casting was a little bit weird. I really didn't particularly care about that. That was fine. I went to see it in 3D for whatever goddamn reason. I think I remember one leaf fluttering by in 3D. I think that was what officially was like, nope, I'm done. Not doing 3D ever again. Man, I don't know. I don't even want to remember. I will say this. There was one cool scene, moment in that movie that I will still keep that as the image of that movie because it makes it better, makes me feel better. The spirit scene, so where Zuko saves Aang from the Fire Nation fortress, I guess you could call it, that he got captured in, that I thought that was good in the movie. Other than that, nothing. I don't think Momo ever showed up, if I'm recalling correctly. Yeah, there was no Momo. Momo just never existed. I don't know. I understand you can't fit everything in the first season, or book, rather, in the movie. I felt rushed. We were just kind of pushing along. I don't know. Yeah, no Momo at all, lady. No Momo at all. I think that was one of the things I was just like, Gah! as a kid, leaving the theater. I don't know. I got hung up on that. But yeah, that was like the first time I was like disgusted walking out of a movie theater. I'm just not happy with that at all. But I mean, then again, I was 12 or something like that. So what am I at that age? Super meta movie critic or whatever. But yeah, that was. And staying on the movie train, this one actually flips the script, because if you go back and like watch the other podcast, I shit on this movie quite a bit before it's even out, and then I got proven wrong. It's the Power Rangers movie that came out in 2018, 2017. I don't even know. I think it was a summer movie, 2018. No. I don't know. Last year, the Power Rangers movie. I thought this thing was going to be utter trash. I didn't like how Alpha looked. Don't get me wrong. I still don't like how Alpha looks. He looks like a freaking stupid 2017. Thank you. Yes, the guy from Stranger Things. Yes. So Alpha looks like butt. Goldar was literally just melted cheese. Rita looked cool. The suits looked fine. Casting was okay. It's not the greatest piece of cinematic movie you're going to get, or adventure experience, whatever you want to call it. Don't get me wrong. It's still okay. It's not anything great. But when your expectations are so low, it came out, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping they continue it, which I think they are. But yeah, I set the bar real low for myself, and I walked out, happy with it. So I would take that on the opposite side of the scale. Something I went in that I thought I was going to hate and ended up coming out loving. I went to see it 2, maybe 3 times, to be honest. They had the nostalgia in there. They had new stuff in there. They made everybody their own thing. So I think the Power Rangers movie that came out in 2017, that would fit the other side of the argument. I had other games that I was thinking about. Trying to look over my shelf to see, what I can pull out of my butt to talk about. Okay, I mean, the Dishonored series, I don't hate. I definitely thought I enjoyed that more. That never really hooked me. So that's kind of like on a lower part of the scale. I enjoy the world. I enjoy the idea and the story that they're going with. But I don't know. It's whenever I have gone in to play it, I think I've attempted it maybe 3 to 4 times now. I never really make it super duper far. And it's not, I don't know if it's like the gameplay or whatever it is, but there's just nothing that hooks me severely. So like that was one of those examples where good but just didn't deliver. Like I said, I don't think it's the far hate scale, but it was like and yes, lady, thank you. That was definitely one that video game wise that was on the other side of the scale of something I thought I would hate but ended up loving is Fortnite. Hater ass hater until I played it for a while. Yes, Fortnite has definitely evolved into something that I love and can play quite a bit of, and it's something I definitely thought I would never play as much of as I am playing. So originally I didn't play it like early on. Okay, well actually that's a lie. Well, it's not a lie, but going way back when they first announced Fortnite at the Game Awards, when it was the, I guess, Save the World mode, my cousin and I were legitimately excited for that game. We were very hyped up about it, like, oh, that looks kind of cool, build a fort, survive the night, get supplies, all this stuff. So they announced it at the Game Awards, and they showed the trailer, and then they went, like, dark for the longest time, or at least I didn't hear anything about it. And just didn't know anything. And then it kind of resurged, and they took it from... Now, I haven't played Save the World, so I don't know. But it didn't, look like what it originally showcased as when they did finally release Showcase, or Save the World, excuse me. So, I don't know. The interest kind of died off. Then, obviously, the Battle Royale mode occurred. And it blew up for the younger generation and kids and stuff like that, and I respected it for what it was doing. Like, hey, obviously it's doing something right. Kids gravitate towards it. It was kind of like Minecraft. Like, oh, I don't really play Minecraft, but cool, it's doing its thing or whatever. So when Fortnite came out, I wasn't paying much attention to it, honestly, in the Battle Royale aspect, but of course, on the teaching side of things, kids were always doing the freaking dances and stuff like that, and it was funny originally, but then it was just like, okay, I get it. Yeah, we're flossing, we're doing the other, okay, we need to focus. So that part got a little annoying, and then I was finally recommended or asked to play it. So Billy asked me to play it, so I finally tried it out, and it was fine. I wasn't super into it or spark of interest or whatever it is, but I enjoyed playing. It was something that I could play with my friends that we were all kind of into, mostly. So I played with Billy, I played with Dio, I played with Lady, played with Super, played with Penguin, played with Yuri, played with a couple people, some friends, and it kind of slowly gained more interest. It was something we were playing more regularly. Then moving to now, a new spark has happened where I think it finally like pushed me over the edge of like, you're in this now, was TwitchCon. TwitchCon's tournament, if you guys don't know, is invited to the TwitchCon 2018 Stream Invitational on Sunday. It was 50 randoms, 50 content creators. I was the randoms. Do 3 matches, 2 solos, 1 duo, win some money. Hey! All right. So, not that I did anything spectacular, didn't do anything great, didn't even get a kill, but it was a fun experience to go to and see the content creators, see how they play the game, see how they're building real fast, see how they're taking their time getting materials, seeing how they're, fighting it out, all these things. It was cool to see that and be in that atmosphere and just see like how freaking popular this game is. And then just right after I got home, I was just like, or even just after the tournament, I was like, I want to play more. Like, I wanted to play more. I wanted to get better. Not that I'm going to go MLG Pro or, stream this all the time now, but it was something that I wanted to invest more in and learn more about so I could get better at it. So, since TwitchCon, I've been ended up playing it quite a bit just on my own or with friends, and for hours on end, just going through and playing matches. And yeah, we're doing better. Certainly since, even a couple months ago, it was very rare for us to get even a kill. And now we're doing quite well. Like, we can go into a match, get 2 to 4 pretty well, and we place higher up, and I know that's not like big numbers or whatever. We've won once since, woohoo! But we're having a better time with it, and we're learning things about it, and we're honestly interested in it, and the challenges keep us going, and there's never a point where we're like dragging along. Obviously, if we play a little bit too long, yeah, but it's not like, oh, okay, well, this person wants to play Fortnite, I guess we'll play that. Like, everybody seems genuinely interested in it, and it's cool. It's good to see. So yeah, that fits the hate to love again. But I don't know. There's definitely been things here or there just that don't meet expectations, whether it is games, whether it is movies, whether it is shows. I'm failing to think of other examples really that fit that dichotomy of like a big gap. Like, there's things that, like I said, similar to Dishonored, where it's that, like, I don't hate it, but there's something that just didn't click for me specifically, and I thought I would like it. I don't know. But I guess that'll wrap up that topic, because I feel like I'm at a stopping point. Before I just go, for a while. But thank you for that topic, lady. I'll try and see if maybe we can do like a follow-up to this topic and go back to it and revisit it, because I do like it, but I feel like that's one I got to kind of dwell on a little bit more. I don't know if I was prepped. Let's see. Okay, topic 2. Submitted by Pielicious. If you're forced to go back to college, what major would you major in? Okay. All right, so a little backstory on me. When college came up, when, we were starting to think about that junior year, blah, 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 all that stuff. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had no idea. I didn't have any specific leanings in a certain direction. I was working. I was teaching Taekwondo. I was happy with that. I didn't feel like that was my career path, but like, I don't know. I just didn't have any pulls in any direction of what I wanted to do. So when time came to choose and make those decisions, I kind of like just swung at the first thing I really could think of, and that was video games. Video game design, 3D design and animation. So I went to a 2-year college. They had a program. It was about maybe an hour away from where I lived, so I commuted. And yeah, it was good. I enjoyed the program. I definitely enjoyed what I got out of it and the friends I made there and skills I learned. Looking back at it, do I wish I put a little bit more effort into it? For sure. Not that I didn't. It's just I didn't feel like I spend enough time on certain projects, if that makes sense. I wasn't super invested. I wanted to do well, but I wasn't, for example, didn't read the textbook when I was supposed to do that, didn't spend enough time on projects outside of class. There was definitely more I could have done, and looking back, I wish I could have done it, because comparatively looking at other students, like, there were a couple standouts, like, if you're doing modeling, this person's going to do well, this person's going to do well, this person's going to do well. If it's level design, this one guy's really good, we're all crap. If it's animation, this one guy's really good, we're all okay, decent. It was things like that where I wish I kind of invested more, not to necessarily be over the top and beat them, but kind of, good quality and good quality can make better quality, like kind of push each other. So I wish I did better in that. If I were to choose now, since then, oh boy, college was, let's see, graduated 7 years ago was high school, 2013, so 5 years ago, fick. All right, so 5 years ago, I graduated from college. Since then, obviously, interests have changed. I still would love to do animation. That was the kind of path I chose. I, thought level design was fun. I thought 3D modeling was fun, but animation was the big one I wanted to do. So I'm still interested in all these facets, and I still have the software to do it. I still have the software to 3D model, still have the animation, all that stuff. But I kind of gravitated towards video and editing and things like that. Now, with editing, I know I still have a lot to learn, but over the course of working on it, it's gotten better, and it's more of a hobby and enjoyment I get out of it. If I can, continue to improve on it and eventually make this into a career, then that would be great. So that's the goal. If it happens, great. If not, then I have to adjust. But that's the thing. So if I was to pick a major today, I think it would be more behind the scenes, like camera stuff for video production wise. Like I said, I enjoy doing the editing. I enjoy investing my time in that and learning that skill. I know it's very self-taught at the moment, but I think that would be what I would want to do, is learn more about cameras, learn more about lighting, learn more about setting the stage and sound design or stage design or whatever the fuck you want to call it, production in general. Not that I don't like being on camera. Obviously, that skill has also, has also kind of grown over the years of streaming, but I'm not against being behind the scenes and producing, helping things out, helping things run smoothly, doing this, making things work right and whatnot. And whenever we have like a bigger event, I'm always a fan of like organizing it and watching other people who stream, like seeing what they do, like, oh, that was cool how they laid this out and how they work this thing and how they have timers going, how the name bar went and whatever it is. It's like the small tiny details that I really enjoy, and would like to help produce and help shows do, I guess, if that makes sense. So Pi, to answer your question, I guess it would just be video production in general is what I would go for. If it wasn't video production and if it wasn't that kind of stuff, animation would always be, like I said, would once again be a one that I would want to delve into. I've always been a fan of 2D animation, but I like drawing. I'm never consistent enough with my drawing. It's always like the thing where you have it in your head, but when you try and translate it out, oh boy, it's atrocious. So I think that's just a skill that I need to work on in general, is if I was going to pursue that path, I would just need to invest. And then, once again, that's kind of still the same path. But if I was going to go something completely different, man, that's tough. I don't know, because there's nothing that really pulls me. Like, obviously, I miss teaching Taekwondo. I still miss doing that. But I don't know if that would be a path necessarily for me. Teaching at schools, like normally, I could see doing, working with the kids in some way to help them and, help them achieve what they want to achieve. But I don't know if I could deal with that. I don't know. It's something that I'd have to think about. Like I said, there's nothing that really pulls me in a certain direction. It's like, oh, you should go for that kind of thing. And that's a thing I've thought about a lot. And like, I don't know, in comparison to other people, like it's always frightening when people know this is what I want to do. And like, I haven't had that thought until recently of this is what I want to do. But leading up to that, very nerve-wracking and stressful is knowing like, well, this person knows what they want to do, and this person knows what they want to do, and this person knows what they want to do. It's just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So, I don't know. Hopefully that answers it. Bye. But thanks for that. All right. To wrap up the podcast, we got one more topic. So, I want to talk about burning out. So, I've noticed lately, at least video game-wise, I'm kind of burning out. And what I mean by that is I just noticed I don't have the passion to play as many games as I used to growing up. Now, I don't know what the exact factors of this are, so maybe it's just like a case in point type thing, like, hey, you had limited time before, so you wanted to use that time to play, and now you have all the time in the world, and it's like, maybe I'll go do other stuff. So, video game wise, I feel like I'm burning out. There's nothing that's like pulling me exactly to be like, man, I really want to get home and play this game or whatever it is. For example, this past Tuesday, I picked up 3 games. I picked up Spyro Reignited, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Soul Calibur 6. All games I know I was interested in getting and wanting to play, but getting them, I've played all 3. I enjoy all 3. But there's not, like, I'm not having that spark of, like, go, go, go. For example, Red Dead 2, I feel, is the big one. Red Dead Redemption 1, played the shit out of. I know online's not out yet, but cousin and I played the crap out of that. Story mode, I played quite a bit. There was never a thought of, like, kind of drudging through it. So, it's interesting seeing that I get it, and then, I don't know, not really investing super hard into it. I enjoy how it looks. I've just barely scraped the surface with intro, but there's times where I'm sitting here, I'm like, you could be playing something right now, but you're not. Like, there's never that feeling of doing it or putting that time into it, so I don't know. And there's other games too. I don't know if it's just like I have too many, because that shelf, there's a lot of backlog, and I just keep adding to it. I don't know if it's the surplus of time that I have now, just with the current situation of being in between jobs, or whatever it is. But I hope it is that time aspect of like, you just have all this time now, and it's not like that urgency, I guess you could say, of like, oh, you only have this window, play the game or whatever. At this moment, it's like, you have all this time, you could play it whenever, kind of thing. So I feel like if your time's limited, or my time's limited, like, it will mean more, it'll be more value. So I'll be like, oh yeah, I want to play that game, because I only have a couple hours to do so before I go to work or go do this workout or other activities or whatever it may be. But I'm also scared, because if the burnout is too much, then obviously, live streaming is kind of pointless. There's never been, now, before, going back, there's never been a stream I'm like, I gotta play this game. If it ever got to that point, which it has with a couple of games like Catherine and Kingdom Hearts, where it kind of drags along and drudges. Like, we've flipped the script and we've moved to something else. So, I don't know. It's just, I'm scared that that's going to happen with every game, is like, you're not going to want to play anything. And I don't know, honestly, what I would do without it. Yeah, editing's fun as a hobby, but editing still work after a while. So, I don't know. Burning out with games, I don't know. It's interesting that it's happening. And I hope it's just a phase, but we'll see what happens. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's just there's too many that I have, and I need to weed them out and then just focus on like a certain section of them. Maybe I'm just looking at it in a too wide of a berth here and being like, all these want to hit. Where do you start? Kind of thing. Like if you start at one spot and just focus there, then I think it's easier to tackle instead of just like, well, I don't know. So maybe I need to be better at the backlog of like, okay, take this out. Like either taking games out that I'm not really invested in, or beating games. Because there's so many games where I get like halfway or into it or whatever it is, and I just don't finish. Spider-Man's a great one where I enjoyed Spider-Man. I enjoyed playing it, played the crap out of it for about a week and a half. Got through Act 1, maybe halfway to Act 2, and then just was like, not because, like, I never said, ooh, Spider-Man, but just didn't continue playing for whatever reason. And I've tried to hop back into it, and I enjoy it, but it's not like that go, go, go of it that it used to be at the beginning. So, I don't know. So, I think how to combat it, Mortal Kombat, I don't know, is, like I said, it's just time, is maybe taking out that play anytime mechanic that I have currently. Is like, all right, you can only play for X amount of time or whatever it is. And then, like I said, narrowing down what I play and checking things off the list. Get it out. And dwindling down the plethora of games that are unfinished and seeing what I can do. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe it would be cathartic to get rid of some of them. Yeah, because it's just like they're sitting there. And that's what I want to do, is like, there's a local game shop by me that I've been going to consistently whenever I like finish a bunch of games, or when I got rid of a bunch of PS2 games and other games that I just knew I wasn't going to play. Just go there, trade them in, and it's not like GameStop where, you get a nickel for 50 games, but I'm always fine supporting them. So like, obviously give them the stock and then get store credit, and then, oh, there's this really cool retro game I never played, or there's this or there's that, like putting it back in that way is a system I'm fine with working with, because like I said, I enjoy that business and it works out. Or don't feel like you have to finish all of them because you have them. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe just go through and weed them out, and like, oh, I'm never gonna play this again because I beat it, or this game never really connected with me, or whatever it is. But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's just a weird kind of phase that I'm going through at the moment of figuring out what I really want to play and what I want to invest in. I don't know. Well, as I thought, short podcast. But we had a lot of interesting viewers, so that's good. All right, well, this has been the Wait What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 32. My name is Bret, aka Enigma9011. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Remember, you can watch every first and third Saturday of the month, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on twitch.tv/Enigma9011. If you would like to watch it afterwards, like you probably are right now, youtube.com, search Enigma911. It's broken out topic by topic, but also put in full, so you can go and check those out over there. Remember, guys, we are brought to you by two sponsors today. You can check out the merch store, which is our first sponsor. The link is down below. You can get all of your Enigma 9011 swag, t-shirts, cups. Wow, these intros and outros today. T-shirts, backpacks, cups, and more. You can check that out down below, guys. And then also our other sponsor is Extra Life. We, as of recording right now, we are 6 days away from Extra Life. November 23rd, 24 hours of gaming, trying to raise some money to help out the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. If you can help us out by donating, help us out by spreading the word, or just watching, that would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, they'll be coming up this Friday, November 23rd, Black Friday, 12 p.m. to 12 p.m., 24 hours of games. Just having a good time, spinning the wheel, doing some fun tortures, and whatever. But that's it for me. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.